Hey, it's a Wednesday afternoon here, a little unusual, but that's okay because today is another edition of the Coaches Show. We're talking tennis with a guy that if Clint Eastwood were to do another Western movie, would like to use him as an extra or a cameo role. We're talking, of course, with the head men's and women's tennis coach, Jeff Bramlett. Coach Bramlett, how are you doing once again?
I'm doing well, thank you. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty well. Good time to talk to you here this week as, well, you're coming off a couple of matches here. 5-1 combined between the men's and women's team combined. So starting things off with the match against Schreiner, it seemed like, you had some hard battles there, but it certainly seemed to be a successful weekend overall for your teams.
Yeah. I mean, that's one of the better programs really in the state for D3 tennis, Schreiner, and we love playing them. We got a good relationship with them. It's always intense battle, but a real healthy rivalry, and we got them on both sides. And John beat maybe one of the best players in all of ASC. I can't even pronounce his name.
That's okay. Don't even bother trying to keep.
Anyway, John beat John Newman in that one, and then turn around. I'm trying to think of the next day. He beat his son. John just had a real good couple days there, beating two very, very high level players. But and then we got a couple players of the week also that I know you were going to visit with me about. But we couldn't have done any better unless we finished 6-0, of course.
Yeah, I mean, obviously that one match on the men's side against Concordia, it just seemed like it really came down to a tiebreaker, I think. And then, of course, that tiebreaker, unfortunately, going in a direction not for you, but against you as well. So, but that match, of course, another hard-fought, competitive match.
Yeah. I mean, Ty was the second to last match on the court. Did a good job. He won the final match to tie it up 4-all, and then we had Adam out there. Final match on the court, freshman. Just went back and forth. We were getting ready to go up 4-1, and then his opponent hit a let cord on break point, and so went back and forth. We got another break point. He hits another let cord, and so it makes it 3-2. So the tennis gods just weren't smiling on us for that to happen. And then at 4-all, we lost track of the score, and it just happens. A freshman, he's still learning. It was hot, he was exhausted, about to cramp up, and that sort of thing. So we're, the rule is if you don't have an umpire out there, you got to let them settle it. And we asked them to try to remember it. Each point is all you can do. Then at the same time, you have both teams on opposite sides of the nets. They're exchanging words, so we had to go over there and try to get some emotions to simmer down a little bit, so nothing broke out over there. So, and then by then Adam and his opponent, they settled it. They decided to go back and play it at the last score that they remembered. So they were both mature about it and finished it and went back and forth. Adam saved several match points before he ended up losing that. But it was a good battle, real heated battle, and that's what you need before you go into conference play, because when you go into enemy territory, it can get real loud, real heated, and it can be like World Cup soccer out there. People can be yelling and screaming, heckling you, shaking fences, that sort of thing. So it gave us a little bit of flavor of what conference play will be like for us. But I was real proud of how everybody played. The girls swept. We did it without Elisa. The first match we did it without Elisa and Malika. And the boys, the first match we did it without Tyler Howard. And then, like I say, we beat three real good teams and got to play against John Herr's father, who's now coaching at Louisiana College. That's always a treat, and like I say, there's probably not two better teams than Schreiner and Concordia.
Yeah, Coach, so you won't end up getting your first conference win against Louisiana College, but also on the weekend, you picked up a couple of accolades, one from the women and one from the men. Of course, you talking Ty Tarver and Tiffany Stankiewicz. Just talk about their play from the weekend overall.
Oh boy, I mean, they were just outstanding. It's hard to play good teams like that and go undefeated in both singles and doubles, but when you do that and they're able to go out there and get a lead for your team like that, and you can just count on them, not just play on the court, but character on and off the court, and it's just such a lift for the team. I think it's the second one for Tiffany also. This may be the first for Ty this year, but I can't say enough nice things for them, and I'd take a team full of Ty and Tiffany's, that's for sure. It would be real hard to beat if I had six of them on each side, that's for sure.
Yeah, certainly, Coach. So this weekend, of course, you're back on the road. Your next match is against UT Tyler, but unfortunately, it doesn't count towards a conference. And the reason being, of course, is as with most other sports here, they're going to go to D2 next year, so they're in the transitional period from D3 to D2. So it doesn't count towards a conference and all that. But you've had some pretty good matches on both sides with them over the years. So just kind of take us through the thought process going in, taking on a program for what probably could be the final time, and just thinking back to all those matches.
Yeah, I mean, just a lot of memories with UT Tyler. You said, even though it doesn't count, we want to go out there and do our best. It counts towards individual standings for first team, second team, singles, doubles, that sort of thing. I think it maybe even still counts towards regional rankings. Is the odd thing about it. I mean, we do have some injuries that we'll have to be cognizant of. The day before we play Laterno, we might have to sit out some people, that sort of thing. But wow, what a history we've had with UT Tyler. I know the first time we played them, boy, they just put a whooping on us. I thought we were never going to be able to get anywhere close to them. And some of the battles we've had on the recruiting players and that sort of thing. And then the next year, I think we beat them the very first match out the chute, the ASC tournament. We beat their #1 girls doubles team that was ranked #1 in the region, and then they beat us in the team. The next year we played them 5-4 on our home courts, almost beat them, and then golly, I think we got maybe the following year we got to the finals of conference. Finally got that far and lost to them in a close match, and then had another 5-4 match. I don't know how many 5-4 matches we've had with those guys. Seemed like we were always on the losing end of 5-4 with UT Tyler, and then lo and behold, finally beat them in the finals of conference, 5-3. Luckily, it didn't go 5-4. Those 5-4s never went our way, but we've had a lot of great matches. We played them last year with the men. It was we had to rearrange it. It was on Connexus, which the guys weren't happy about, but. Getting a little echo here. Echo.
Yeah,
but,
obviously that's a passionate coach talking about how so close and hard fought that they got to UT Tyler. But of course, that one year where you finally did beat them to win the conference tournament and advance to the NCAA regionals was truly something special.
Oh, it was awesome. And then the boys took a 2-1 lead on them in doubles last year. I think it was the first match we'd ever won against them on the men's side, period. And then to have a lead on them, we actually had them sweating at one point. So that was fun just to see.
Yeah, so it should be very exciting, of course. And then, of course, you follow that with your Saturday match against Laterno, which does count towards conference.
Yeah, that could be for the Eastern Conference Championship and to see who gets to host the conference tournament. So there's a lot riding on that, especially with us having some injuries and that sort of thing. And so, that's going to be a tough match, and we know it. On paper, they're just stacked this year, both on the men and women's side. So we're we've tried to get them prepared and try to put the best lineup forth that we can, and trying to get everybody healthy. And now it's just up to the kids to either make me look real smart or real stupid. Hopefully they'll make me look smart. This weekend. We'll see.
Well, they will make you look smart. They won't make you look the other way, because they just make you look incredibly entertaining and funny. As always, Coach Bramlett, we appreciate you taking your time to talk to us, and best of luck to you this weekend for your matches against UT Tyler and Laterno. So stick around. We'll talk more with this guy next time on the ETB Sportsnet Coaches Show.